New CEO slams Meg as she forces Invictus Games officials to refer to her as Her Royal Highness. Call me Mom. Meghan Markle has confirmed how officials at the Invictus Games should correctly address her. The new boss of the Invictus Games says he was told to address Prince Harry and Meghan as Sir and Mom. Scott Moore, the new CEO for the 2025 Invictus Games, revealed to the Vernon Morning Star that he had to brush up on his royal protocol ahead of the couple's arrival in Whistler this week. The former Duke and Duchess of Sussex paid a visit to the Canadian town as it prepares to host the Games, along with Vancouver next year. Moore says he was told to address Harry and Meghan by these formal titles, despite the pair dropping their royal roles 4 years ago. Moore, a former Canadian broadcaster, said, "Harry and Meghan are huge supporters of the Invictus Games. I did make sure to ask how I should be addressing them when they got here, and I was told Sir and Mom's fine." The monikers are how members of the public are instructed to greet members of the royal family. Male members of the firm should be greeted Your Royal Highness in the first instance, and subsequently Sir. For female members, it's Your Royal Highness and then Mom. But Harry and Meghan can't be referred to as Your Royal Highness, as following their decision to step down as senior working royals, they were stripped of their HRH titles. The decision to be addressed as Sir and Mom is also in stark contrast to Harry's decision in 2020, when he asked for delegates at a tourism conference in Edinburgh to address him simply as Harry. Ahead of the short speech, event host Ayesha Hazarika told the gathering, "He's made it clear that we're all just to call him Harry." Why would they expect to be called Sir and Mom at an event where Harry always classed himself as an equal to those that served for their country? It just goes to show how it's now time for the Invictus Committee to cut ties with Harry. If he can't see himself as one of them, then he no longer belongs amongst these real heroes. They continue to play royals. This is the new strategy. First, changing the children's names to Sussex as their surnames, now the greetings. This is why so many people, brands and other places want very little to do with them. Yes, they get written about, but in a similar fashion to how Wallace and Edward were always a topic of low-key snark and fascination. They didn't amount to much either. Even though they had some nice gigs, fundamentally they were told no when they tried to bamboozle the Queen and the royal family with their Megxit announcement, and it didn't work. They didn't get what they thought they either could or deserved, and the family and the rest of the world have been punished for this ever since. Many critics raise eyebrows for Meghan's new move. One wrote on X, "I've been sharing that same Meghan's video today. Call me Meghan," because he was the Vogue editor, but now officials have to call her Mom. Hypocrite and shameless as usual. Second one said, "Harry and Meghan relish in their perceived importance. They're constantly reminding the world that they're royalty and they're more important than anyone else, but portray themselves as victims as they hop on private planes to bask in the spotlight."